All right, hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. We're here for another tutorial, and today we're looking at how to connect your console to your computer, and that could be your laptop or your desktop or anything like that. But today we're actually specifically looking at the Xbox One X, although this will work for any Xbox out there as long as you have an HDMI connection. So today we're gonna be looking at how to go ahead and connect it to your PC or your laptop, so that way you can record your gameplay or stream your gameplay if you choose to. So normally I would demonstrate this and use it with my actual desktop computer, but because I don't wanna deal with this whole cumbersome situation, I actually got a laptop, which is basically all this inside of a laptop. So I have my mouse, my keyboard, and all that stuff, and everything built into a little laptop. So just to keep it simple for this video, just keep in mind this could work for a desktop, but here I have a laptop. So a couple things you are going to need here today. You are going to need yourself a capture card. Now I have one right here. It is a USB 2.0 capture card, but this will take almost any signal you throw at it. So 4K, 2K, whatever you got, old school, new school, and it'll transmit it into your laptop. Now keep in mind that any capture card will work. I'm just happen to be demonstrating this one because it's simple and easy to show on screen here. So this capture card specifically will capture anything, and it'll record it at 1080p 30 FPS, or if you drop down to 720p, you can record at 60 FPS. So keep that in mind that that's what we're using here today. Now this capture card is pretty cheap. It goes between $10 and $30 at any given point, and I'll put a link down in the description below if you want to go ahead and get yourself one of these. I did a whole review on it in another video, which I'll link somewhere. Now we also need ourselves an HDMI cable to be able to connect our console to our capture card. So make sure you got one of those. It came with your console. I assume you have one. So first thing you're gonna need to do is go ahead and plug in your Xbox using the AC power supply. Once you do that, you're gonna need to go ahead and connect your HDMI cable to the HDMI out to TV on your console or your output of whatever console you have here. It's all the same. Now, one thing I didn't mention is this capture card I have is USB 2.0. Now, what I didn't say earlier that I do recommend is you get yourself a USB extension cable, so you can go ahead and plug this into an extended cable rather than directly into your desktop or your laptop. Now, the reason I say this is so that, you know, nobody comes by, maybe bumps on it or breaks it off or snaps it off. You know, computer components are pretty cheap sometimes, so you want to make sure that you're not going to have somebody knock that connection or bend it or break it. HDMI cables are generally pretty stiff, so you know, if you have one plugged in here and you accidentally pull on it, it might break your port or break the capture card. So keep that in mind that I use a USB extension cable. I'll drop links to these down in the description below if you guys gonna need to, if you need to pick one up, it'll be down there. I'll put it down there and keep it nice and simple. Now it is an affiliate link, so keep that in mind too. Now that you have your capture card hooked up to your USB extension cable or directly into your desktop, the next step you're going to need to do is connect your Xbox console to the capture card. Very simple. You just take the HDMI cable and plug it in. Next, you'll need to download and open broadcaster software. Now, that's what most people generally use for streaming and recording. It is a free software. It's available. I'll put a link down below. But OBS is what we use generally to go ahead and connect our capture cards and our consoles into our PC to capture it. Over here, you are going to need to drop into your scenes. And once you have a scene set up, you're going to need to go into the sources. And in that source list, you're gonna need to right click and add a video capture device. Now, once you add a video capture device, you're gonna have to go ahead and name it. So name it Xbox console, whatever you want, or just leave it as is. So once you get past that, you're gonna need to go to this little drop down menu that drops in at the top, and you're gonna need to select the USB capture device. So now that we have video coming through, you are gonna need to go ahead and get audio coming through. So at the very bottom, you're gonna see a little checkbox that says use custom audio device. And down below that is a little drop down menu. And when you drop that menu down, you're gonna need to select the USB capture. So once you select the USB audio, you should see little levels jumping around in the little waveform monitor in the audio mixer inside of OBS. You see the little levels jumping around here on screen. So now that you have that, that means that your recordings and your streams will have the audio. Now, the next step is pretty crucial. If you want to be able to hear it in the system that you're playing on, if you want to hear your own console's audio, you're gonna need to go down to the audio mixer properties, and you're going to see a little cogwheel, a little settings icon. You got to click that bad boy and jump into the advanced audio properties. Now, once you select that, on the right hand side, you will see a thing that says audio monitoring. You're going to see three different options. You have monitor off, you have monitor only, and you also have monitor and output. Now, monitor off will not send the signal anywhere except for the recordings. Now, monitor only will have it not play the audio to your streams, but only you'll be able to hear it. And monitoring and outputting will send it to your stream, they'll hear it, and it'll send it to your headphones or your speakers, and you'll hear it. So now that we have that all set up, you should be hearing audio. And if you do have any issues with the audio or video, my best suggestion is to go ahead and close out of OBS, reopen it, and see if the issue's solved. if it freezes or anything else and it still is not working, you're going to want to go ahead and just delete that source and kind of start again. I do have some issues every now and then with capture devices failing on me, and I don't know if it's based on this little guy or if it's based on just the capture card itself or OBS failing, but anytime that happens, I delete the source and I start from scratch. Once I start from scratch, everything's back to normal generally. Now, your capture card of choice that you choose may come with software that you may or may not need. Go ahead and look into your capture cards manual and determine whether you need it or not. Now, for the most part, I've never needed to use the software that comes with my capture cards. I own about 4 or 5 of them. They're all different, so keep that in mind. If you do have any questions or comments, you can just ask me down below. So you can see here that we have our game is working, our audio is working. So we got a little jack box on the old full screen here. And so that is one thing I want to mention, that if you want to play this and you want to go full screen on your computer, it's very simple. All you gotta do is go over to your preview monitor where your gameplay is shown, right click on it and go to full screen preview, and that'll full screen preview the entire image that you're working with. It's very cool. So now you can play your games as you're recording or as you're streaming, all from inside of your PC. So last thing I want to talk about here is actually your headset audio and talking to your friends. If you do happen to have a connected headset to your controller or your console, this is what you're going to need to do next. So we actually have a simple normal Xbox One headset adapter here, and that'll play all the voice dialogue from my friends into my headset. So here's how you actually get it to stream towards OBS. It's very simple. To get your friend's audio from your headset to your stream so that your stream can hear it, you're going to need to go ahead and go to your settings of your console. Now you go to the Xbox settings, you go to general, and at the bottom you're going to see volume and audio output. And once you select that, you're going to see an option that says party chat output. Now you're going to have a couple options here to set it to your headset, your speakers, or headset and speakers. So this is where it comes down to personal preference. Now I would recommend you would have it sent to your headset as well as the speakers, and that way you can hear it instantly as well as you can respond instantly. But if you just have it going to your headset, your stream chat may not be able to hear it. So keep that in mind, that if you want your stream chat to be able to hear what's coming in from your little headset there, you want to make sure that you output it to your speakers in some sort of fashion. But up in your headset, that's going to be up to you. So that's it. This covers how to connect your Xbox to your computer and how to stream it and how to record it. Now, again, if you do need help on OBS settings, I got a whole nother tutorial video somewhere on the old channel here, and I'll link that down below or somewhere on screen for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. More tutorials coming in soon. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.